everyone, welcome to my channel. Before watching this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Now let's start this video. What does an offshore accident lawyer do? Offshore accident area are common occurrence in the oil and gas industry. This accident can be caused by a wide variety of factors such as faulty equipment, human error and natural disaster. If you have been the victim of an accident on an offshore oil rig or another offshore work site, then immediately get in touch with an experienced lawyer who can help with these types of cases. An offshore accident lawyer is a type of personal injury lawyer who helps offshore injury victims get the compensation they deserve. We sue companies for accidents that occur while working on an offshore oil rig or on the water. An experienced offshore injury lawyer can provide legal advice and representation concerning medical expenses, lost wages, and pain and suffering. Offshore accident lawyers handle cases in admiralty law, which is also known as maritime law. Because offshore accidents involve a unique and highly complex set of laws that were exclusively created for the maritime industry, it's essential that victims of offshore accident get help from an offshore accident lawyer who has experience handling this type of cases. Offshore accident cases are different from other types of personal injury and workers' compensation claims because they require a deep understanding of the intricacies of maritime laws. Offshore accident lawyers offer legal representation to people who have been injured offshore using their specialized knowledge of admiralty law to help people receive the compensation they deserve for their injuries. For an occurrence to qualify as an offshore accident, it must occur on navigable water. Usually, the term offshore accident refers to an accident that occurs on a vessel used by an oil and gas company. Offshore oil and gas extraction methods require workers to work in open water on dangerous barges, rigs, and platforms. Some common examples of offshore accidents include offshore drilling rig accident, jack-up rig accident, offshore oil platform accident, tugboat and barges accident, workboat accident, helicopter accident, fires and explosions, mechanical failures, equipment malfunctions, on-deck accident, such as falling and being struck by an object. Offshore accident settlements are usually very high because the injuries are generally very bad, but because every offshore accident case involves a unique set of facts and legal issues, there is no typical offshore accident settlement. The types of damage that will impact the value of your settlement include: first, the severity of the injury. Second, if surgery was necessary. Third, medical expenses. Fourth, long-term health issues. Fifth, lost wages. Sixth, loss of earning capacity. 7. Pain and suffering. 8. Mental anguish, mental health care. And then disfigurement, vocational rehabilitation, long-term case, living expenses. If you have been hurt while working offshore, it's crucial that you speak a qualified attorney. An offshore injury attorney will identify the laws that apply to your case and be able to maximize your claim. An offshore accident lawyer can provide a concrete estimate of the potential value of your claim. If you have been involved in an offshore accident, you should contact an offshore accident lawyer as soon as possible. Make sure you don't need to speak with any insurance companies or lawyers representing the oil company before you have obtained your own counsel. Most attorneys will offer a free consultation to discuss your case. Because most attorneys are well not versed in the nuance of admiralty law, it's essential that you find an attorney with significant experience handling offshore cases. Successfully pursuing compensation for your offshore injuries requires a deep understanding of the complex and specialized area of maritime law. A typical personal injury attorney will not have the knowledge and experience necessary to take on the oil companies after an offshore accident. It is a lawyer who handles offshore injuries. This could cover employment on vessels, contract commercial diving, oil rig workers, and other support areas. It could cover things from anchor handling tug supply vessels of AHTS to aviation service that shuttle routes boats. In this setting, it's important to determine which law apply. You have the Jones Act, Longshore Harbour Workers Compensation Act or LHWCA, Outer Continental Shelf Land Act or OCSLA, straight up state-based workers' comp and other possible laws. Figuring out which laws apply is determined by geography, jurisdiction, person jobs, types of structure or vessels, or as in fixed rate versus MODU, time spent aboard the vessel. This percentage could become critical with commercial divers assigned to a vessel, tests for seaman status, and other criteria. The reason these things are important is that an employer's right could vary depending on which law are applied. Sometimes that itself is a bitterly contested issue in maritime litigation, as some laws are more generous than others in their benefits. If you have an offshore injury, reach out to them and most like myself would be willing to give you a free initial consult. There are a lot of different settings between rows boats, mates, deckhands, QMEDs, shoreside support, aviation, contract divers, etc. It's a multidisciplinary industry where it makes a big difference where an injury took place and the person connection to a vessel or mobile rigs versus a fixed rig. That could determine which laws apply. Jones Act, Longshore Harbour Workers Compensation Act, Outer Continental Shelf Land Act, strike up state-based workers' comp, and possible more. Pick up the phone and speak with firms. Ask questions. It's your right, and that should help you make your decision. In terms of the accident themselves, it could be everything from unfamiliarity with new equipment, improperly setting radar alarms, to overheating cylinder heads that cause power plants to fail and vessel to founder, to inattention or fatigue brought on by self-deprivation. For those who work out there, be careful and come home to your families in one piece, and don't be afraid to ask for safety equipment where needed. Only an offshore accident lawyer understands the laws in these types of cases. The attorneys at the Waldman Legal Group have the knowledge necessary to identify all, all responsible parties and figure out the full scope of your losses. Determining which law provide protection to injured offshore platform employees can sometimes be difficult. The location and type of the platform, whether permanent or movable, determines what law or laws may affect a claim. Because of the dangerous work condition and the heavy and awkward size of equipment and gear involved with working on offshore platform, injuries are very common, but determining liability can be complicated. The injuries may be due to negligence of an employer, a contractor, employees of other contractors, or even the manufacturers or equipment involved in the injury. Okay everyone, that's all this article today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until the next one, bye bye.